Well, it's day 2. I'm just getting on the trail. It's about 7:30. Last night I got into camp pretty late. It wasn't until 8 o'clock, so about a half an hour before it started to get dark. Yesterday's mileage was 24 miles, 24.88, so not quite 25. Today I'm headed towards Washington. I'm in Stoddard now, and it's about 13 miles to the General Washington shelter. So that's my, what I'm aiming for today. Originally it's supposed to rain all day. It rained a little bit overnight, not too bad. And from the forecast I got this morning, it's not supposed to start raining again until about 6 o'clock tonight. So that's my plan for today. This pasture here is part of the Pitcher Mountain farm. I was out here last week and I saw a really pretty black bear. I was hoping he'd be here this morning, but I guess not. Oh, I made it to the Pitcher Mountain Fire Tower in Stoddard here. I want to climb up in there and see what kind of views we can get today. This is the western view from the fire tower. And now we're faced more north. So right now we're faced towards Washington, which is where we're headed today. The biggest mountain out there, or at least the closest kind of round big mountain out there, that's I believe that's Lovewell Mountain. So that's in Washington. Really nice views from there. So I'll probably be there tomorrow. And Lovewell Mountain is part of Pillsbury State Park. Now we're faced east from the fire tower. The bottle of water down there, that's Highland Lake. That goes, it's in Stoddard and Washington. The section that we're looking at now, that's the Stoddard section. And then further south is the Island Pond in Stoddard. That's the views from the Pitcher Mountain Fire Tower in Stoddard and the surrounding areas. Now we're going to head down from the fire tower here. We're going to go through just a whole big pasture just full of blueberry bushes. Usually in mid to late June to early July is the prime picking season for blueberries. So there's this whole section on top of this mountain, and then we'll go down in elevation a little bit and then head out about 2 miles from here is another area where there's just tons of blueberries. bilberry bushes, fields of them. Made it to the official halfway point, but I did start about 5.5 miles south of where it officially starts, so I guess I'm a little bit more than halfway at this point. Day 2, or morning of day 2. Made it to Foxbrook tent site in Stoddard. At this campsite, it's just the tent platform. There's a tent platform here, a privy, and over the hill here is the Foxbrook to fill up your water. So I'm going to grab a couple liters of water, eat some snacks, and then get back on the trail. It's about 11 o'clock. Well, we just made it out of the Andorra forest. Now we're on the Washington side of the mountain, and out here this is King's Highway or King Street. Basically, if you turn right here on this road, it takes you up over the mountain and into Stoddard. This is where we used to ride the four-wheelers down, but we're headed left here, and left will take us out to Washington. I'm at the General Washington shelter and campsite in Washington. I was going to stop here for the night, but the next shelter, I think it's the Max Israel shelter, is only 3 miles away, so I'm going to keep on going to that. It's about 4 o'clock. It's supposed to start raining by 6, so I'm hoping to get there before it starts raining. But at this campsite, there's a premier outhouse over there, and this nice shelter here. Just past the Washington town offices there, and got this dirt road walk probably for the next mile or two, and then we're headed up towards Lovewell Mountain to the Max Israel shelter. In town, they offered to refill my water for me, but which I was very appreciative, but I had declined her because going into the Washington shelter there, I had about 5 liters on me, thinking that's where I was spending the night. But since I decided to push on to the Max Israel shelter, I actually dumped out about 3 liters. 2 liters should be more than plenty to get me to the Max Israel shelter. Then I'll resupply my water when I get closer. I just got off Lovewell Mountain Road, so I'm back on the MSG. Well, we've been on the MSG, but now we're back on the, I guess, more of the hiking trail. So continuing to the top of Lovewell Mountain. And apparently when I looked up my waypoint for the Max Israel shelter at the Washington shelter, back there it said it was only like 3 miles, but I don't know if the waypoint was set wrong, but looks like I got about 2.8 miles more. So far we've come about 2.5 miles from the Washington shelter. So we got about 2.8 miles more to go. It's about 5 o'clock now. So probably around like 6:30, I'll get to camp. The sky still looks pretty clear, so maybe the rain will hold off tonight. I know it's supposed to rain Saturday and Sunday, so we'll see how it goes. But I guess for me, that means I've set a couple of my own personal hiker milestones so far this trip. Yesterday I did 25 miles, which I've gone further than that before, but I was on trail for over 12 hours yesterday. That's the longest I've ever been on trail. Before that it was like 10 and a half hours. And 25 miles, I was pretty happy with that considering I went up and over Mount Monadnock. And then today, I think by the time I finish, I'll be at like 21 miles. So for me, that'll be 2 days in a row over the 20-mile mark. We're not quite at the peak of Lovewell Mountain, but here's the first really good view from the top of the mountain. We got, right now we're at like 2,360 feet in elevation. The top of Lovewell Mountain's around 2,400, so we're almost at the top, but this is a really nice view. All right, we reached it to the top of Lovewell Mountain. Take a look at the view. From here, once we get back on the trail, we got about another 3/4 mile till we hit the Max Israel shelter. That's pretty amazing.